Yes, hello viewers. There's a Darknet 97 presenting you Sun God's Rat and 0% growth, and it has been quite a while since I recorded a video with commentary at least, so I'm gonna be the annoying guy and show you my watch, not exactly my watch time, but I just want to show you that amount of people that are subscribed to me and not subscribed to me and are actually watching the video. I'm not going to force you to watch the whole video or something, but it's definitely going to be cool if you subscribe to me, because I definitely have the more subscribers I have, the more my videos get visible, the more views I get, the more motivation I get to make better videos, and eventually I'll probably make this a career, but I don't really get encouragement. It's going to be a bit hard, so I'd really appreciate it if you, well, the people who haven't subscribed to me and are watching my videos, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to me, and thank you so much for listening to this. And without any further delay, I'll bring you the next chapter. We'll be right back in a moment. Just give me a sec, I'll just set it up and all. Just excuse me. And now we're presenting you chapter 10 of Sun God's Rat. We're obviously skipping a text since this is mostly a gameplay focused LP for now, but I mean, I pretty much completed it. But yeah, there you go. That's the guy with a lance. Like usual, he has Watchful, Canto, and I guess Fury Blood, which probably won't matter if I kill him with a bow unit, but I guess it's something to worry about. Anyway, I'm taking my time here, just decide how to move around. And this is an earlier version around 1.32, so there are obviously going to be some changes in the later versions. For example, Ricky is going to have some stuff utility in the later versions, and Wrestler's going to have a probably the highest movement growth in SGV, so there's that. Anyway, still decent, but on hindsight, I should really promote my mercenary units, which is I should have really promoted Narrate, which should have made this run a lot easier. But I didn't know how bulky she was, and there was no there's no Wi-Fi sheet, Wi-Fi robot, Wi-Fi bot, so let me plan advance. So what helped me make Project Ember 0% growth a lot easier was Part is familiar with the game with FP6, but also that the Wi-Fi bot literally contain all information of all the good units, all the units. Give me a second. Okay, Boy and River has fillers, so he's going to be helpful. And Joe's quick repose, so excuse me, we're obviously going to bring him. And Jenna's a healer with rescue abilities, so it's always good to bring her in if I can. And Kirin has some interesting uses for a novice player like me. I mean, not exactly a novice, just a blind player. Oh, those are Phobos. Those are basically kings with helmet. You know, his helmets, Zephyr with the helmet instead of his face. And here, our main objective is to defend Chrysler and recruit him, so we had to bring in Kirin for his map since she's the only one who can talk to Chrysler and recruit him, so maybe Germano can do it, but I think the object is literally Kirin chat, so yeah, just gonna bring her in. And sadly, these green units don't put up much of a fight, but we don't have to worry about those powerful units around there. But it is important to kill as many non-promoted bosses as you can, because They do have droppables and weapons you can potentially capture, but you definitely want to get the stealables at least if you don't want weapons in particular. But well, I'm at least glad he healed himself up. Shadows a generic Hector Lords. Kinda interesting to see them around honestly, but that's just me, so don't worry about it. And here's this second part of the objective. You don't have to worry about this guy dying, literally. He has like endgame stats for the most part. A little besides speed, but Resolve will pretty much fix that. And yeah, that's a spoiler, so spoiler warning I guess. Anyway, gonna put Derek on a grave just because he's one of my bulkier juggernauts right now, and I really appreciate having them. Yeah, we're just gonna check the support. Wines and wine box in a battlefield. Well, like many people before me have said, some supports are really better off in a base conversation, but that's a limitation of GBA, so I think you can't do anything much about it unless, well, you're willing to put in some ASM, but yeah, Puma's pretty powerful until he falls off, and honestly, growths for that I definitely use them throughout the game as long as fatigue allows me to. And Ricky's here because he has darting blow, but and he has decent bulk for my squad right now. Normally I'd have a different squad on growths for sure. For example, I'll definitely have an Ivan if he's fatigued, and I'll definitely have Narrate because she's pretty good even at 0% growths. Just if you're doing 0% growths, just immediately promote it at Master Seal in Chapter 6 or Chapter 7, and I definitely won't regret it. She learned all the personal skills, and it's really up to you whether you want to get those class tier skills, but let's just say not worth waiting for it. Okay, we're using the Naginata to load a guy, but Derek's gonna load all his generic enemies towards us. And you can see that Phobos isn't dealing a lot of damage, so Elliot can die, but he's not gonna die unless someone crits him in one shot at least, so that kinda helps. And Joe having quick rip was really helpful here. This would have been a lot harder in earlier versions. Anyway, Regan Life is putting in decent work, which is a weapon I got in Chapter 8. I would have had a Hostler if I didn't. If I got all his chests, but sadly I missed a lockpick in Chapter 6, so I don't have it with me at the moment. And this is why I bought Derek. He has decent PCC, decent speed, nice bulk. And in later versions he also has chivalry buffed, so he has a lot more attack and bulk. So it's all a good candidate to bring until you get a better units for sure. And he has a decent stamina of 40, but honestly stamina isn't a huge issue in hard mode at least. I don't know how it'll affect the future versions of the higher difficulties, which is low attack modes, so for now it doesn't really affect most of your cast, and you'll probably use it on your staff bots or dancers if you don't know what you're doing, I guess. You can see it. a little comfortably live, but the issue is obviously making sure Kirin reaches Chrysler to recruit him. And it'll be some. And Fog of War is obviously annoying to deal with. But it's something you can definitely deal with, so you don't have to worry about that. Normally just a captured Leuven guy around there, but I don't exactly have the stats to do it properly, so we're just going to ignore that for now. I don't think I write promotions, right squad, and even Mr. Master Seal in Chapter 6, so I have one less promoted unit to work with compared to people who do the fast and clear in Chapter 6, so that's going to put me on a slight disadvantage. And honestly, I didn't aim to get a fast turn for every map, since honestly it's the first time playing SGW at the time I was recording this, and I don't know what made me do it. I just literally went for 0% growths. I mean, the more insane people than me, obviously, but I'm just saying. Anyway, speaking of my wild mode accents, there's pretty much nothing to say about besides killing enemies. A frame mode is pretty much done, so feel free to play it, I guess. We'll be working on portraits and all its stuff, but the frame node LP is at least going to be without commentary, because I'm going to have some biases as a hack. As the person who developed it, like, I won't be able to see views in a different point. For example, I was just had someone playtested on the FPU Discord server, to be exact. Well, I don't mind disclosing a name. Godspeed Turtle, yeah. So he had some interesting way of playing a game I normally wouldn't consider, but to be fair, that was normal mode, so not disrespect him for it, but I'm just saying I just wanted to see how it performs. So honestly, I asked him to play it, and I wasn't sure how one skill bloat would overwhelm the player, but honestly, you don't really get a lot of skills early on. Anyway, I wasn't sure I could handle the difficulty, and I want to check normal mode anyway, so we went for it. Anyway, cool guy. He's working on his own own F8 hacks, so just go check it out if you want to. And here you go, the advantages and disadvantages, 0% growths. And speaking of buffs, Kirin got C rank light magic in the later versions, and ODDs has a gamble which has been buffed in a way. So minus 20 hit plus 20 crits, so if he doubles, it's pretty much going to crit every time on a second attack. Use gamble, that is. Unless the enemy has a scroll or something, in which case just steal it, but yeah. SGW does love its good share of axe units. I think I'm not exactly. I'll just save the better actions later on. And they're going to be reinforcements for a while, but that's precisely why I'm slowing down a bit, because I'm not particularly confident about beating this map, but at least not in a fast way. And if you get a bishop with staves, always please capture them. Because they'll almost always have staves, and if you're not going to capture staves, most of your money is going to go for staves, and that isn't particularly fun to work with. And Foma is going upwards just to see what enemies are up there, and it's obvious I played this map before, so I mean, yeah, Charles can totally lower them, but if they have swords, well, I'll have to use someone else. And it shouldn't be hard to deal with them. The problem is, well, just surviving them in the next enemy phase. Yeah, Fomas just uses scout around there, so Gerald is pretty decent, honestly, so you really want to use him. Like, decent bases all around, but generally other actions have broken stuff in a favor, so that's not going to work in that way, at least. It's like SGW accidents are like, imagine Shisha accidents and steroids or something. Yeah, just pulling a bit back because I'm not confident in dealing with them, but okay, there you go. Derek gets his level up, and you don't have to worry about losing any personal skills, at least, because he learns all his personal skills at level 10, so he learns Nihil at level 10, and I think he has chivalry, right? Yeah, he has chivalry, and yeah, just a bit confused with skill system since it's been a while since I have actually played it. Okay, let me see. There's one personal. I guess I took class skills, and I took personal skills, and there's one deity skill which you can on reach using a master crown. So yeah, 6 skills overall. So Derek has chivalry, Nihil, and probably something else I'm forgetting right now. I mean, it would be cool if Blademaster could get an OFI bot for Sun God's Wrath, but that's up to him, really. Anyway, speaking of bots and guides, version 1.6 has a guide which tells fast returns, class skills, and yeah, pretty much a lot of stuff you wouldn't get in a game. So you'll know what unit learns, which class learns what skill this time, instead of normally getting all his personal skills on the info page. You don't get personal skills on the info page, but just saying. I can't capture his cavalry units, which is a shame, but because a lot of his blood gangs, and it won't be hard to set up kills with the flame sword. There you go, we take care of that guy anyway, since he's the most threatening enemy on enemy side because of his effective weaponry. Anyway, yeah, kind of missed a tiny tome in chapter 3. It would have been really useful in this chapter right now, for sure. And Bella's still amazing. Combat isn't the best, but rally strength and smite, she does pull a decent job of doing it. She'll be a utility unit until I get some units who will fill a spot, I guess. You don't really get a lot of reposition skills in Sun God's Wrath, so having a bit of positional skill really helps. Shame I can't capture them. We'll be fine. And Ricky is gonna do some more work, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna load it solely towards us, just to be a bit safe. And Poleaxe is essentially a blade version of an axe. Most people have played Radiant Dawn would definitely know it, but I'm just putting it there just in case. Anyway, I think the reinforcements are thinning down a bit, which kinda helps me move around. Chrysler won't have any issues surviving as long as his other green units live. And speaking of Chrysler, is an interesting unit. Mainly because almost every armor knight gets a movement skill. Or technically 2 of them, but 3 of them, so one is obviously the bow guy Condor, so Condor gets yeah, I mean, you obviously know which gender Condor is if you beat a game, so I'm just gonna call Condor he because it looks like a guy. Anyway, let's see. There isn't much left in this map besides, well, reinforcements. Normally I wouldn't mind reinforcements, like I probably said many times before, but I guess my squad screwed up a bit. I'm getting a bit overwhelmed, so I had to take it a bit slow. That's it really. I mean, obviously if you can do some LTC strats, and they've been done, honestly. When 0% growth, LTC has been done at this point, so shouldn't be hard. Just I wasn't exactly familiar with it, so that's my excuse. And let's see. Yep, Chrysler's still not there. I mean, German is almost there. Like, German is one of his units will be, I don't know, decent. Because, at least in 0% growth, because his base stats say something, but there you go, Fuma's pulling out his work. Easily one out is Paladin, and I don't have to worry about him at the very least. And there you go, soldiers taking care of him. Well, on the bright side, pillar gives me a lot of avoid. Yeesh. I'm not in quick riposte zone anymore, so that's going to be pretty fun to deal with. I'll see what I can do, but at least I'm glad we have Derek around there, because at least Joe's gonna have some help dealing with enemies around there. Like Germano, Chrysler, and all these units. They'll probably filler, and Engrowers will have frankly better units to fill the deployment slots, but that is odd case of being decent for a few chapters and 0% growth, since the bases are kinda higher at this point of the game. Yep, the director's just healing himself in Fog of War and is playing hide and seek. And so is Dan hiding there. Honestly, that isn't particularly a bad thing for him to do, because I'll have many ways to take him down. Please, nothing else. Wait, it's still double at Wyvern Lord. I mean, the Wyvern Rider. Yes, he must be pretty slow. Yeah, that guy's a better stuff for some reason. Don't ask me why, but yeah. Well, kinda glad this guy prefers healing or attacking me. That's less damage for me overall. And there you go, Chrysler. He honestly won't die unless the stats fall off, or you know, you put him in a hard situation. So here we go. Foma's gonna take care of the Cavalier at the bottom there, and yeah, Joe's just gonna run back. We're going to do a rescue drop, and just make sure you put Joe and QR range, because QR might be a bit late at tree houses, but it's just around time. And Sun God's Rat for sure. Or at least I don't see a person. Yeah, anyway. It's not that time. And frankly, people are better than me and play this DV more, but anyway, let's just go on. Let's see. Yeah, a Swordmaster boss will probably, I don't know, suicide and Mysterious Knight standing menacingly in a fort there. Yep, there you go. Chip damage. Oh, we went for Derek. Well, sure picked the wrong year to mess up with. Honestly, Derek's only weakness is thunder magic, and chances are not going to put a hero against a mage anyways, so especially hand access being shut and all. So let's see, here we go. Yes. Well, it's a bit more reinforcements. Just scouting around there because might be reinforcements in the back. And here's where Ricky is decent. Darting blow. And staff rank, but oh, he has his lance reaver. That's smart of him. Yeah, just keep forgetting long swords and effective against cavalry. It's a pretty powerful sword though, so use it. Well, luckily Ricky comfortably takes him down, so kind of reaching that point where the reinforcements aren't going to overwhelm my squad. And that's just still can do decent damage to the flame sword, but it's just a lot safer to put it in the back for now. And obviously not gonna put on Kirin anyway in the front line. Well, unless you need some regeneration capabilities, which I don't need right now. Okay, that's the Red Hector. How do we take him out? It was probably interesting. Malignite and Dome Fair, but means a little consistent damage with siege domes, honestly, and you can always use blood tie to boost hit rates, so it's not a huge issue. If accuracy is something you're worried about. There you go, crit him, my boy. Yes, technically any sword here does Dragon Blood can use a Regal Sword, but I'll definitely have better weapons at that point, and honestly units have infinite fatigue and can use the Regal weapons don't exactly have as high PCC as Derek does anyway, so he's gonna make use of it a lot better anyway. I feel bad for his red units there, but one Swordmaster is gonna be stuck there. I mean, it shouldn't be hard to deal with that pillar and the scroll, but if I don't have to deal with them, that would definitely be nice. And the rebel takes a Dermatera, and the Mysterious Knight takes down the Phobos. Yeah, you can see Derek is kind of struggling with damage output. I mean, Chivalry does fix it out, but still gonna have some flaws, right? There you go. Jal putting in some work. Yep, that's a perfect one on. Never mind. Oh, we can pull out a support, I guess. We might as well do it for extra accuracy. Honestly, I think I use a Regan Life probably a lot more than I ever would in this game, but it's still a useful weapon to have around for sure. And deciding how to kill at home and how to place my units so that I survive and not die is a challenge for sure. Clint is definitely interesting, honestly, but I should have promoted narrate instead of him, but I guess bow utility is kinda nice to have around for sure. And Kessel stance just gave him a decent amount of defense and attack and speed an enemy face, but can't exploit to full its greatest potential because swords don't exactly have 1 to 2 range unless it's a magical sword, and bows don't exactly have 1 range either. Unless you have point blank, that is, but only one unit has point blank anyway, so can't really do much about that. Yes, I'm just gonna stay there and live. Smart guy, honestly. Smart gargoyle, I should say. Kenshira, 51 hit. Kind of lower side, but it's only a sword and it's in a forge, so I guess that's fair enough. And something I want to mention of Gerald. Nice offense, nice speed, and nice bulk on the physical side. You definitely want to use him. And if you do manage to reach him to tier 3s, going to be a fun unit. I'll just put it that way. And bring in Fuma closer to the action. That is scouting, but yeah. If you're wondering why I'm using magic instead of, a sword instead of magic there. Bows and magic is a weapon triangle between them, so the bows have a massive advantage in general on one face and kinda on the lower side and on another face. So we might as well take out the bow units before they get annoying. So that means you don't exactly how reliable 1 to 2 range to deal with, I don't know, bow units besides, well, bow units I guess, and hand axes. Hand axes, javelins, and hatchets essentially have that, I don't know, part of the code have to be verified as skill at least, because yeah, blademaster did made it simple with build files, but I'll just trust them on it. Okay, dark spike, so DL fire tome for more accuracy, and more accuracy had, more, I don't know, marks you get. And if you're in India and I've been watching this Opera pencil ads, you know, extra marks for good handwriting thing. Yeah, I'm just referring to that thing. Oh well. We're going to finally recruit Chrysler. I'm pretty close. Just 3 more enemies on the side and an unknown amount of enemies on the other. Aztec could deal with a cavalier if I wanted to, but he's not exactly bulky. We're gonna pull back Derek. There's nothing for him to do on a grave there, and I could really use him right now. Okay, went for Astria, that's just fine with me. And I prefer a green Hector. Wait, why didn't a guy attack him? Sure I know 2 range hand. Oh, he just runs away. Okay, I'll take that. I will take that. Anyway, let's see. One leadership star on. The boss is hiding in a fog of war. Remember, Dan just went in fog of war and played hide and seek pretty much. And speaking of, oh sorry, my voice got cracked. Speaking of Fuma, here's I am magic. Yes, I have magic cap, and Dreadfires and ninjas in general have higher magic caps, so that's probably gonna help him deal more damage. Not that he needed it, I guess, but since armor magic is pretty powerful, but I really appreciate a buff. And we are in a church, so you don't have to worry about lost HP. And a flame sword is gonna one-shot this guy into. At least it'll make sure you wish you never met Astria on a flame sword. Yeah, can't exactly recruit Chrysler on this turn, but we probably will on our next turn at least. Cavalier number 1, Cavalier number 2, that's pretty much it. Graveyards. Speaking of music, it's kind of spooky. It's a map. And Fuma using his assassinate skill, and this boss is playing hide and seek. I'll be looking forward to taking him down, so have fun with him. Both is still a decent option at Shepton. Any Fire Emblem game, honestly, it's just that some Fire Emblem games don't exactly need combat or don't need chip damage to be exact. So yeah, we recruit a Chrysler guy. That's one objective fulfilled after, I don't know, 40 minutes. And the next objective is pushing... pushing... what kind of name is that fast? Pushing a cleric girl towards... Arjuna. I mean, literally to the objective. QR time. Yes. F for Dan. We'll meet you once we see another bosses there. You finally get Remu, and that's gonna make Joe pretty funny on it. Especially on growth, since he'll probably have a decent luck road at least, nothing else. So he'll have like 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 chance to move again. So kinda like a blademaster. Just gives all these armor knights some movement options, could say. More move indirectly. For example, Connor gets... yeah, right, I remember cleric's name, it's Kirin, so we need to get Kirin back to talk about Mysterious Man, which is going to be fun because Fog of War, and I don't even know what enemies are behind the fog there. So we obviously can't put Kirin's real body there. Yeah. Shadow Killer, the Edge. Well, we didn't use it at least. It is Steel Lance. Doesn't. We don't kill him. The Archer, but. I mean, shouldn't be hard to boom around. Just want to put my bulkier as forward as you can, just to be a bit safe. And speaking of Chrysler, 15 move. And its support comes to mind. Especially using Germano, and Earth support is pretty powerful support to have. And speaking of personal skill, has heavyweight, which boosts his critical rate to that heavyweight, maybe thunderstorm, I don't know. At some skill it boosts his crit with access, I guess, and heavier weapons. Anyway, Germano and Chrysler is a decent. They get hurt support pretty quickly, and I think he already has a C rank support with Chrysler anyway, so you get a lot of defense and attack with earth support, which is really going to help you. We just gotta move away from the starting point of Chrysler just because we have some enemies to deal with, and Chrysler's an armor knight. You should gotta be in the front and in the back. And where we again movement skills, yeah, movement skills. So Connor gets a movement skill, it boosts movement indoors, and Joe gets remove. Well, Clint doesn't get anything, but well, he has a decent stance skill at least. And he'll probably have a decent move growth, at least. And Chrysler has probably the best movement skill in my opinion. Especially if you have horses and flyers in a team. They consistently have a lot of move, and he also has 15% moon growth. Sorry. What am I saying? Move growth. So that's really going to help. Still on the lower side, but for movement stat, it's pretty high. And sadly, I think that Gargoyle probably has the watchful skill, so can't get a Logan staff off him. Okay, there you go, ship. Oops, excuse me. And yeah, I think we can capture them. But, I mean, he has a blue gem. And we're gonna take a bow and shoot at Wyvern on there. Just to save us some headache. Oh, there's one more Wyvern there. God, there's only one Wyvern? No, there are two Wyverns hiding in the fog. And my Foma's gonna take care of that one too. So, this one Ballista. There's some reinforcements, there's some gargoyles hidden in the fog. Overall, a lot of enemies in the map. And the rally strat might just be X factor in defeating this guy here. There you go. Let's just forget to steal that blue gem. Okay, he learns spur defense, so it's essentially plus for defense if you were to stand next to him. Yeah. Luckily, I have a lot of graves and you don't have to deal with those enemies around there. Wheel. Chrysler becomes wheel. Hot Wheels. It's got to charge across the map, spreading fire. It's weak. Yeah. Access, a lot of them. I think they'll comfortably live there. I mean, as long as no paladins charging on there. Oh, I guess he just wanna die badly. Right. Less enemies want to deal with. And he goes another gargoyle. Yeah, Joe and Jerome. If you're using Jerome, you might as well use Chrysler, but that's just me. And there you go, German is going to get healed up. And we get Try Magic. That's going to be pretty useful, especially since magic can amount to a lot of things. Staff range, staff healing, and offense power. Yes, Thunderstorm, there you go. And the keep up skill. And he learns that at level 12. So, Blademaster did some wizardry and it has 50 crit below 50 HP instead of 20, so have fun with him. Yep. This is an interesting support. I went a bit too fast, but TLDR. Kirin is a brother of a man, I guess, who Charles looks up to. Pretty much that. Yeah. This chapter is pretty much move Kirin around and a lot of enemies as usual. Oh. That guy's then move around. Well, I guess at least someone is smart enough. Sadly, I don't think it moves, so well, the red gem is mine. Yeah, oh, well. There comes identity of a mystery man spoiled right there. Anyway, the point earlier he'll be fairly decent. Not an amazing unit, but he'll have his uses for sure. Like, honestly, it functioned fine even today in game, so. And it's first deployed too, so. I'll have fun with that. I mean, luckily it isn't a seized map at least, so Astra doesn't have to worry about moving forward. Yeah. What the hell is it thinking here? Yeah, we're moving here. Might have to stay upwards. Yes, this is why I should probably do live recordings. Becomes less tedious that way. I mean, it's still kind of convenient. I mean, like, not exactly recording the LP first is still convenient for me because I obviously can't record. I can record videos a bit faster at least. Obviously, I put in 2x effort I do for a live recording, but the best thing is just need to edit the voice in the worst case, and in case I can't record a voice on a bad day, I have some video at least which I can record later on, so kind of helps me in that way. Yeah, there's just one enemy there standing menacingly. You just need to steal his red gem and it's probably going to be dead. I mean, I don't want to take the risk of him moving around, so best be a bit safer. Wrestler became wheel, the wheel will go attack the armor will get smashed by the hammer, and the hammer will destroy Hector. There you go, the map is pretty much done. I just need to push Kirin to... I wish you had Skype in this map. All Kirin need to do was call these two guys and it'll be fine. Just 2 turns. Turn 1. I mean, honestly 1 turn, but still. Kirin will be like, yeah, hello Chrysler, it's me, Kirin. Just become a blue unit, please. Yeah. Mysterious will come on turn 2. Yeah. Hello Mysterious Knight, about being a green unit, just become a blue unit. I mean, you just need to stay in a fort, right? Yeah, just stay in a fort. Okay. Shard is done, map's over. The next chapter awaits. Just seriously, yeah. I mean, it's not a bad map by all means. It's fun to play, but gotta say, it would have been a lot more fun on growths. And whenever Blademaster puts in a lunatic mode, I'm just definitely gonna play it. I'd love to do hard mode right now, but I have a couple of other hacks lying around I want to play, so just look forward to them whenever they come. Of course, besides my wild mode hack, the greatest hero of the world, War and Republic. Yep. Well, anyway, that should be it for this map. If you consider leaving a like, definitely please click on the subscribe button. I've been annoying prick and it doesn't start, but well, in case you're here, you're a true bro, sis, I don't know, true friend. Yeah, friend is the right word. Anyway, see you all in the next video, and until then, goodbye.